Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Fallout 76 video on the channel. We've just got the brand new PTS update, and with it has brought out a whole bunch of new files that's been datamined, sifted through and found all these lovely cool images, and I couldn't have access to all of these if it wasn't for ReasonableMadness. So the link for her channel and Twitter, or X, whatever you want to call it, is down in the description below. Make sure to go give her a follow, and without further ado, let's dive in and check out these amazing images that Reasonable has found. Alright, now there's got to be about 100 items literally datamined here. It's insane. These are all meant to be future Atomic Shop items, so they are meant to be coming to the Atomic Shop at some point or another. Now to start off with, it's quite a tame item, and this is going to be the Sunset Sarsaparilla Rack. This is used just to display your items, and then that's going to be followed up by a new workbench, which is going to be a new cooking station, I believe. That's what I can kind of understand from the file name that it's saved to. There's also a new Responder's bandana for your pet dogs. If you're into Rome, there's a new Centurion helmet, followed on by a couple of cool new headwear items as well, but first of all, the Mad Scientist. There is outfits and stuff to match some of these, so keep an eye out for when we continue that. I'm probably going to pronounce this one wrong, but it's called the Mask Ulysses. Maybe you pronounced that wrong, I'm going to guess I have. There's a new Vault Boy headwear called Promotion. Now a huge standout outfit in this Datamine, which has got to be one of the coolest things I think I've seen. I don't really think many people would be wearing this out in the wasteland if it was a real world situation, but look at this. This is called the Razorback, and it's not just the helmet, it's also the outfit to match. So I'll show you another image of that, as you can see, and to me personally I think it looks awesome. It really reminds me of kind of like Caesar's Legion, but you know, who knows what's on the way to Fallout 76, you never know anymore. Now followed on by that, we also have more Responders items, which has made me think, what's going on? Are they going to be reintroducing the Responders in some kind of way? Not entirely sure, but I really hope they do. Now following on from the masks, there is also the new Mad Scientist outfit that you can see here. There's a new Scorched Responder outfit as well, getting them like ultrasight kind of, or whatever you call them. Is it ores? Yeah, kind of like all kind of vein. Let's call it a vein. Ultrasight vein grown out of the outfit, which is pretty cool. There's also the Ulysses outfit as well, matching the helmet that we've seen a moment ago. Just pronounced it probably wrong again. And one that I'm really intrigued by is a Vault 21 jumpsuit. I can't remember, in fact no, I'm fairly certain there's no Vault 21 in Fallout 76 currently, so is there a new Vault on the way? I'm going to look like a right idiot if there is a Vault 21, but I don't think there is. And anyways, on to the next set of items. These are getting pretty cool, and these are going to be some new camp pets, starting off with the mongrel. Now, it's not the prettiest of animals by any means, but it's pretty cool that you're starting to be able to kind of, I don't know, tame to some degree. I know you're buying it from the Atomic Shop, you're not technically taming it, but it's a cool item nonetheless, and pretty cool that you can get this at your camp. This is then followed by the new creature that's coming into Fallout 76 in this new update, and that's going to be the new Radhog. Doesn't come in a fancy house, this one. Unfortunately, it just gets a little bit of metal that's basically a semicircle as a shelter. There's a new camp collector as well, which is going to be called the Ammo-matic, which I'm going to presume collects ammo over time. We'll have to wait and see until that's added in. Another camp collector on the way. In fact, there's a few. The first one though is going to be the Barrel of Toxic Goo. I'm fairly certain that tells you in the name what it's going to be collecting. There's also a collector for pumpkin pie, before moving on to the final collector as of the moment, which is going to be this new wall-mounted oven, which could be collecting any assortment of cooked goods for all we know. There's a new camp defense item, which is a bit weird because it's the only one, so I'm guessing we'll probably get more images of this down the line, but this is meant to be a compound walls partition. There's a new weapon display coming out as well, this one kind of more specifically towards fishing rods, and it has the fungal kind of theme. But anyone that likes turkeys, there is a ceramic turkey on the way as a kind of camp decorational item, as well as a modernized modern television. As you know, we've had this in the game since the start, but this one is a kind of cleaned up version of the one that you can get for free in the game. Now linking in with a new update as well, you can also get the new Ohio Old Road sign. It's actually a pretty decent size. When I first seen the first image I thought it was going to be quite small, but the picture of it next to your character, it shows it as being quite big. Looks like we're going to be getting more camp pets on the way, kind of a play lightly on the words of pets. It's basically a decorational item with birds inside, but nonetheless it's a pretty cool item. Before we get a couple of plushies with the new Dinky the Dinosaur plushie and the Mr. Sassy plushie as well. Some camp decorational items now, we've got the Rusted Cherry Bomb car, a reskin of something that we've had before, or at least extremely similar. We've also got the Rusted Coat of Arms, followed on by a new rug, which is going to be a dead Yaoguai. Now another thing which I'm kind of weirdly surprised by, it would appear a lot of the items in this kind of Atomic Shop set of items that we've had datamined all linking with different aspects of Fallout 76. So next up on the list we do have some actual kind of blackjack tables. So we've got the blackjack table, which is just the atomic version, that's what it's kind of titled. We've also got the poker table coming in and a roulette table as well, and there's also one more which is a dice table. So yeah, there's a few different kind of mini card game type casino items there. There's a new reclining sofa which is called the Black Bear Recliner, a new sofa on the way called the Brown Classy Couch, followed by a pretty straightforward camp item which is just a box of dynamite. We also have a new pool table on the way. I'm going to presume this one may be like the other pool tables where you can interact with it and stuff and move your character around it. And then we have a new camp kit on the way with the Reclaimed Retreat, which to be fair actually looks pretty cool. I like that kind of rustic look, looking like it's been overgrown and stuff. It looks pretty interesting, so quite looking forward to that one. A couple of new camp lights now, some of these you might like, especially if you're a big fan of Christmas and stuff. First of all is the Sunset Sarsaparilla neon sign, followed on by a new Plastiform holiday tree. Linking in with this massively is going to be the new stateroom heater, which is basically, you know, a fireplace. There's a new generator on the way as well called the Dust Devil, which is, as you can see, just a giant windmill. A new workbench on the way as well with the Cooking Radhog Spit. A new stash box on the way now, which I actually kind of like the look of, is called the Lead Line Stash Box. We also have what appears to be a set of new gnomes for your camp. These are all just decorative items and they're all themed around raiders. Now a really cool item coming in if you are a big fan of Fallout New Vegas is going to be the Dino Bite gift shop, linking extremely heavily to Fallout New Vegas like I say, so a really cool item on the way, and it is a prefab technically as well. So as you can see, there is actually an inside bit of it as well on this picture here where you can go inside and it's got a little gift shop. If anyone interested in building gas stations, there is a new canopy coming in and another camp structure on the way as well. We've got a new haunted mansion. Now I'm really hoping that this kind of makes some kind of creepy eerie sounds with it, because I feel like that would really add a lot of value to it and just be kind of cool. But it looks like a decent size, like, to be fair. I like the design of it and stuff. Definitely one to keep an eye out for, and you know, a really kind of easy one. If you want a cool looking camp, just place this thing down, job done. There is also one more camp structure on the way called the Poseidon Energy Gas Station as well, linking in heavily with that canopy that we just seen a minute ago. Quite a small one, this one, in comparison to the mansion, but overall from the pictures it still looks like a pretty alright prefab, one that I could imagine myself using. Now we've got a new punch card machine on the way as well, which I believe is the first time we've ever had a reskin of that kind of basic one that we got many moons ago, and it looks alright to be fair. It is a little bit different. It does remind me very similar of the kind of, what's it called again? The mystery, when you go up to the machine and get a card from it, the tarot card reader, whatever you call it, I don't know, but there's something in the game that looks very similar to this. There's a new repair bot on the way. I don't know if these things are actually that big of a deal. Let me know if you've bought one and actually use it at your camp, but there's a new Christmas one on the way called the Santa's Helper. There's a new weather station on the way as well called the Burning Sandstorm, going to be kind of recreating that area in Ohio, kind of making it look like you're in a sandstorm, so I want to keep an eye out for there if you're interested. Don't think it's going to really help much with your fishing though. There's a new player vending machine on the way, which is just the Rusted Vendor. A new camp decor item with the log wall shelf. A first look at the new pennant on the way as well. If you take part in the current PTS, this is what you will unlock. Of course, that is only on a PC if you don't know already. A new wallpaper on the way as well with the woodland wallpaper. Oh, I found the actual other compound thing that links in with the thing we seen earlier. Here are some more pictures of them compound walls. Partition, as it is titled. Another floor decorational item, you've got a glowing ant which you can put on display in your house if you'd like. A new ceiling light with the tunnel light that's on the way. I again feel like we've had a light of this extremely similar in the past. I might be wrong, but yeah, it does look kind of similar. Now there's a couple of backpacks on the way as well, which don't look too bad. We've got the Razorback backpack, as you can see just here, linking into that outfit we seen earlier, as well as this new Scorched Responder one as well, as you can see there. It's got the ultrasight veins growing through it again, followed on by an extremely unique looking weapon skin, and this is going to be the Deathclaw Gauntlet Dragon. That's all it kind of says, although it has some dots, so I'll put the cursor over it real quick if I can waffle on sufficiently, although it's not giving. Oh, hang on, Dragon Claw it's called. Now there's some new prefixes and suffixes. You've got festive, hopeful, scorched, screaming, thankful, spooky, finalist, and wanderer and woodsman or woodswoman as well. There's a new backpack flare with the responder medallion, a new loot bag with the tackle bag, a couple of new weapon skins as well on the way with the first responder combat rifle skin. You've got the fishing rod well kept skin, and you've also got the nitro free state skin. And then finally, the last item of this Atomic Shop data mine is going to be a new camp utility collectron called Toxic Bob. A new look and robot, to be fair, which we've never really seen in the Fallout world as far as I'm aware. Anyways guys, that is it for all the data mines. I'm going to lose my voice. I'm very tired, so I'm going to try and edit this before I go to sleep. And yeah, thank you very much for watching, and thank you to ReasonableMadness for sharing all these awesome images with me. Go share some love to her by following her on the links in the description. For now though guys, that's it for this video, so hope you all enjoyed. If you did, hit the like button, make sure to subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye bye.